Hello, my name is Honest Am. I am the editor-in-chief of the Honestly Sis newsletter, and this is the inaugural monthly intuitive readings. I am so excited to be doing this. I have been watching tarot readings on YouTube for about a year or so, maybe about 2 years. Like, it's been kind of embarrassing because I like kind of just binge it because I have a job where I can just listen to it all the time. And then at the same time, I started picking up tarot cards and long story short, I just ended up here because I felt led and I felt the call to do this. And I'm just doing this kind of just out the love and kindness of my heart. I'm just excited. This information is geared for people who are trying to make a change in life, people who are trying to discover themselves, people who are trying to just embrace honesty. I am a very honest person. I'm trying to be a very honest person, hence Honest Am. I like to live a life of just openness and honesty, because honestly, I have told a lot of lies. So it's not even like I'm saying this, I've always been this way. No. My earliest memory, I remember getting a whooping because I told my neighbors that my dad was a drug dealer. Now, hence, he wasn't like, Big Meech, but he was selling weed, and I got, I said something and I got in trouble. But my parents never really explained, like, hey, this is why you can't tell people that this is what your dad did. I just got a whooping. And in my young and confused mind, it made me think that telling the truth was not really a good thing to do. So I grew up just doing a lot of white lies or just lying for no apparent reason, just doing anything to fit in, and just it got to a point to where I woke up and I didn't even recognize my own life. I didn't even recognize who I was. I felt trapped. I felt like I was living this life that wasn't mine. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck that. Like, I'm never, ever going to tell any more lies. And, whatever. Fucking, like, maybe I do every now and then. But it's like, I'm not going to deliberately lie. Like, I'm going to be as honest as possible. And especially in my work and in my, I'm a writer. So honesty for me is just so important. And I just really feel like the number one killing disease is shame, because it just builds up into this callous and we feel like we're alone and like nobody understands. And it's just not true. Like, we're all more alike than we are different. So this reading is for anybody who is trying to make a change, anybody who's feeling lonely, anybody who feeling trapped. I want you guys to know that you have the power to change your life. If anything that I say motivates you or move you to make a change in your life, it's not because of me, it's because of you. The power is all in you. And that's what I am here to that's the message that I want to preach, is that you have the power. Don't give your power away. Don't give your power to Cleo. Don't give your power to even to these cards. Like, the confirmation comes, or when you get that little aha moment, it's because it's something that you already know deep down inside of you, and I just happen to just tickle it a little bit to bring it back up to the surface. So that is what I stand for, and that is what I'm going to do. So that's enough about me. I don't even want to get into this long-winded spill about who I am, but I will just say that I may mispronounce things. I may say a phrase wrong. I don't have time to edit these videos, and honestly, that's not even the spirit of this. Like, this is just to get the information out there, and so it's going to be very raw and honest and just it's as clear as I can possibly be. So I'm gonna try to keep it under an hour. I don't want it to be this super long, drawn out thing. So the way that it's gonna go is I'm gonna start off with a channel message, then I'm gonna pull some angel cards, then I'm gonna pull some law of the attraction tarot cards, just because that is going to kind of give us a theme of what these angel cards, because the angel cards are going to give us like a keyword, and that keyword is like the themes, or I don't even want to say themes, because I don't want you to latch on to anything. I want you to start building your own understanding on what you think this may be for you. So as I go throughout the reading, I want you to, I may create a story if this information, if it clicks with you, it doesn't. If not, whatever, leave it. That's it. No more explaining. channel message, angel cards, law of attraction, Cleo, and then right away ending it with Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. That's the flow. That is the first introduction. It is never going to be this long again. And here we are. Channel message. So the guide told me that it's very important to look at the last 3 months of this year. The last 3 months of this year is going to kind of let you know what your theme is going to be throughout this current year, 2020. So for example, in 2019, my last 3 months of my year was all about my finances. And it wasn't even about lack of finances. I ended up having an abundance of finances. Like, it was actually a really good year, and I was able to get all of the responsibilities that I needed to get done. But what bit me in my ass was all of the young, dumb mistakes that I made. So for me, it's a reminder that I need to just be a little bit mature and just really take my finances seriously and budgeting and all of that type of stuff. So look at your last 3 months and see what are kind of the things that was coming up, the triggers, whatever, and figure out like if you can summarize what that'll be. If you want to, go ahead and drop that down in the description box below. Next thing, to get an idea about what your decade is going to look like, God said look at the last year of your life. So the example that I could give you guys is because I haven't really had an opportunity to really well, I guess I kind of got an idea. I think that my 2019, it was actually my hermit year. It was actually the year where I had to do a lot of just being alone. Like it was just like it was like it didn't matter. Like it was like God was kind of just sitting me out and just allowing me to kind of do a lot of work, introspective, really looking back at my childhood, trying to understand myself more, and it made me realize that I had built this life on like the superficial bullshit. So it's like, for me, it's about making meaningful connections and being honest and being true to what's really, like what I really want to do. So I think that my theme for this decade is going to be about walking that out. Like I can tell you guys, for example, I have been plotting and planning to do a YouTube channel for almost 7 goddamn years. Like, no lie, like 7 years. And it's always something I want to do. It's always like, I love YouTube. I live on YouTube. Like, I may as well go ahead and pay the goddamn fee. But it was just like, it was that voice in my head of like, oh, who do you think you are to have a YouTube channel? And you mispronounce things, or you don't, and I'm also writing a book, so it's like you don't have time to do this. And it was just like excuse after excuse after excuse. And then one day I just wrote in my journal, I do an exercise where at the end of the night I kind of summarize my day from a writing standpoint. And then I also and I got this from Julia Camry, so I'm not even saying like I didn't invent this, but so at the end of the night I summarize my day, and then I kind of just ask a question, like, and just the funny thing is, it's like when you ask a question, like God find ways to just give you the answer. And that's how I know like all the answers is really inside of us. So I asked the question like, well, should I do this? Like, am I prepared? Am I qualified? Am I, all of those things? And I mean, guys, if I showed you my journal, you'll be like, that shit is kind of crazy. Like, it was so crystal clear, like 3 confirmations, one after another. Like, and I kind of at the end, it was kind of like God was like, that meme where like Diddy looking at the boy and he looked, and it was like that. Like, how many more times do you want me to tell you yes? You've been wanting to do it. You've been talking about it. Why? Do it. Like, enough already. Like, I'm not going to keep giving you any more, any more hints. Like, that this is what you're supposed to do at the end of the day, is you stopping yourself. And that's what my whole theme, that's what I really feel like my whole decade is going to be about, is like, stop all of this plotting and planning, get out of your head and just start doing, execute it. by any means necessary. It doesn't matter if you don't have a pretty backdrop. It doesn't matter if your hair, it doesn't matter. Just get it done. And that's the spirit of my year. And I honestly feel like that's a big message that spirit wants to get across, that stop with the fucking excuses. Stop. Like, why don't you just try to do it? Like, why don't you just try to start walking towards what you think you want in life? And just watch things happen. Like, because that's the beauty of this world. That's the beauty of the power that we have. Like, we are baby gods. Like, like God created us. It's so funny that we say it so often that we don't even internalize what we're saying, but we are literally made in God image. Like, in that Solange album, the clip where she said that means you the same stuff that the stars and the moons, and like, that's in you. Like, that's you. That's what you have. So if you are made in God image, then don't you think you got some power? Like, don't you think you got like a little bit of like say so in what you do in this lifetime? I love The Alchemist. Like, that is my all-time favorite book. I have been studying The Alchemist. I have a series that I started about The Alchemist, breaking down the key lessons. Like, I am doing my yoga first lesson on it. Like, it's the best book ever because it's the truth. Like, it shows you how it goes from a whisper to a try to a fail to a waiting period to risking it all, putting your life out on the line, saying I'm gonna die for this shit, and then it happens. Then you reach your treasure. So that's why that's what this is all about. This is all about alchemy. This is what spirit wants you guys to know, that it's time to stop being so dormant. Like, realize that you have power inside of you. All right, I want to hurry up because I want to get started. Okay, so I said that, blah, blah, blah. So if you look at this year, okay, I'm not going to talk about me anymore. The very last message that I got just today before I started this, I said, is there any more information? And it says, be very mindful about the repeated familiar patterns and triggers that in this year, because we are in a Wheel of a Fortune year. Which means that we are in this area where we can start, you can change your destiny. Like, I know that we talk about karma, and I don't even want to get all into that stuff about karma, but I'm telling you that on a very simple level, that if you decide that say for example, that you don't like when people smack, when they eat and they chew, like, you don't like it. So every time, like, say you have this boyfriend, and like every time he eats, he does that, and like you hit him every time, like you just be like, like, because you're so irritated, it's gonna come, he knows it's gonna come, it's laugh, you still irritated, he try to laugh it off. But instead of just hitting him, what if, like, you just put earphones on, or what if you just ignored, or what if, that's what this year is about. This year is about looking at those things that constantly trigger you, that constantly bother you, and instead of getting so caught up and wrapped up in our emotions and allowing it to take you away, to pause, look at it, and just be like, oh, okay, let me go another way. Let me try something different. The biggest thing that I read in the conversation with God, and it's something that I thought about literally, I'm not even bushing y'all, for like 2 weeks, I kept thinking about this. What if everything you thought was right was wrong? If things in your life is not working, if you are constantly hitting roadblocks, if it seems like every time you start, you can't get it, ask yourself, what if I'm doing this the wrong way? What if what you thought was wrong was right? That's what this year is about. This year is about stepping out of our familiar patterns and trying to venture off into the new. Hence, what the fuck I'm about to do. So I'm just going to tell you guys to just take a deep breath with me. I'm going to just clear the energy real quick. Three breaths. Give me 3. Just 3. I want you to fill it up and just just like that. So we're gonna do 3 of those. It feels good. If you just did it, it feels it's so good. Your breath, so much power in the breath. It's so much power in the breath. And the funny thing is, it's so small, and it happens so effortlessly that we don't even pay attention to it. We don't even respect the breath. And the funny thing is, that's exactly how those whispers and our little change in our direction is so small, it's so subtle, it makes so much sense, but we just like, oh, that's just me in my head. No, boo, that's the spirit. All right, we on 2. Yes, yes, yes. Let that go. I want you to just focus in. Very last one. Make this the best breath, the biggest breath that you did all day. Here we go. Yes, yes. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you today as humbly as I know how to just say thank you. I ask that today you just speak through me. I ask that any messages that you, for anybody who comes across this video, that you give them what they need, God, on their journey to make the change, on their journey to let them know that they are not trapped, on their journey to let them know that they are not alone, that they are just in a waiting period. They're just in a transition period. They are on their way to their happily ever after. Let them know, God, right now that they have the power to change their life. And I ask that you just speak through me and give them that confirmation that they can do this. Now, God, as I put through these cards, I just ask that you just allow me to just remove all ego, allow me to just remove myself so that if I mess up, I can just let it go, because this is not about me. This is about you. Thank you, God. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit team. I thank you so much for everything you have done for me, you're doing for me, and what you will do for me. Amen. All right. I probably should have done it at the beginning, but hey, this is the first time. Here we go. All right. I'm going to put some time steps in here. 1736. Also, I'm a very big fan of angel numbers, so I may just start calling out cards. If you feel led to, if something is like, look it up. But you know what? I'm probably not even going to do that, because I'm just going to do it after the video. All right. The very first thing we're going to do is some angel cards. Here they are in here. You see? Very pretty. My puppy is in here. He's so cute. I just moved into a new apartment. Thank the Lord. And though it's exactly, it's in my same building, I have hardwood floors now, and he does not like these hardwood floors. He hates them. Oh. First thing that popped up is going to be support. I'm going to put a 3. So support is going to be our overall theme. So the month of January is all about support. Getting support, receiving support, being supportive. Yeah, support. Next is strength. Strength. Okay. Strength. That's interesting. Next card out. Enthusiasm. This is interesting. Support, strength, and enthusiasm. What's our last card? Oh, expansiveness. Ooh. What's this about? God might mean that now. God might be talking about. And the last thing, I may as well just take it. Integrity. Integrity. All right, God. So for our overall theme for the month of January is going to be support, getting support, receiving support, asking for support. But our underlying focus, the consciousness, is going to be about integrity. So however we are getting or receiving that support, making sure that we're doing it in our integrity. That's going to be very, very important for this month. The contributing factors to this support is strength, enthusiasm, and expansiveness. Wow. I'm really excited about that. I want to see what this is. Okay. So you know what, guys? I just got like my battery may go down. So to not even mess up this flow, because I like it. I'm flowing. I'm going to go ahead and go grab my thing. So again, this first one may be a little long, but we know why, because we're doing introductions and all that good stuff, but we're about to get to the meat and the bones of it. So the next thing that I'm about to pull out is going to be, like I said, the money and the law of attraction cards. Obsessed with these cards. These cards are going to help us help us understand these themes. But it's also going to help us get some some tools to help us understand how to have the support and this integrity. How to get support with integrity. Maybe that's what that's about. Getting support with integrity. All right, Spirit. What is this about? This table is not big enough for all that. It's like, girl, don't try it. All right. Support integrity. How can we get support? How does support... Ooh. I'm not going to take them, because I didn't even get to ask my question. How does support... How does strength play a factor in support and integrity? How does strength play a factor? And the card that came out is, I can make a career living a happily ever after life. Ooh. God. Y'all. And mind y'all, I did mine for myself, so I already know that, these messages are for you guys. I'm just moving my candles back, because I can already see that God is about to show out. But this is about to be an amazing message. I'm so excited about this. All right, so God said we're gonna have support. We're gonna have to get support. So this is just, nope, I ain't gonna say it yet. But I am going to say, when this came out, I can make a career of living a happily ever life. Under strength is saying that you need to stand firm on what you believe. You have to believe that it's possible. Like, do you believe that you can have this happily ever after? With under the support and enthusiasm, we got, I am becoming more aware of my feelings about money. You know what? I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. If God wanted, he'll bring it back out. So God, how does enthusiasm play a factor in support and integrity? How does enthusiasm play a factor in support and integrity? God, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it all in. This is my first time doing this. I want to make sure I get accurate messages out and it's not stuff about me. So it's all about y'all. Ooh, there we go. Shortage of time or money are perpetual. Okay, here we go. So God is saying that when you're asking about, I'm not even gonna start. Well, I want to start. I want to start every time. But under enthusiasm, what I got just right off the back of my head is that if you are excited about what you're doing, you don't have to worry about time or money, how long it takes, because you're going to be excited. How much money, because when you're vibrating high, you're going to track that money. That is what I got under that enthusiasm. Beautiful. Beautiful. I can already see, I can already feel like what this message is about to be about. And under, all right. Look, I'm shuffling, I'm not even answering the question. That's like how excited I am. Like, I'm just so excited. Okay, let me calm down for a minute. So, Spirit, God. I like to say God. I'm sorry. I hope that if that offends you, this may not be the channel for you. May not be the channel for you. God, how does expansiveness play a factor in support and integrity? How does expansiveness play a factor in support and integrity? How does expansiveness play a factor? Here we go. We are each, oh my God. I can't make this shit up. Okay. We are each responsible for the thoughts we think under expansiveness. So right off the back, again, what you think it all starts in your mind. You get, Oprah says it all the time, you don't get what you want, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you believe. It all starts in your mind. Amazing. I'm so excited. I'm like literally so excited. We ain't got no tarot out. So just a quick recap. Under strength, so support, so asking for support, getting support, gaining support with integrity. You're going to have strength and know that you can have a career of living a happily ever, like your life can just be living happily ever after. The way that you can get support with integrity is by knowing that you don't have to jump on the first opportunity that comes to you. Because it doesn't matter how long it takes, you have to know that this whole idea of time and money is an energy, and that's why that's literally what God was trying to get me to understand these last 3 months. Money is an energy. If you have a lack mentality, you're gonna have lack ass thinking. Like that's just what's gonna be in your life. Your life is gonna be lack. You're gonna think that you are trapped. That's just what your life is gonna be. But if you believe that you are abundant, if you believe that you are made in God's image, then you're going to know that when an opportunity is right for you, you're going to know that it's right for you because you can trust yourself, because you're in integrity. You're in integrity with yourself. Come on, guys. Come on, Jesus. And under expansiveness, we have that we are each responsible for our thoughts. And that goes right back to the strength. You have to know that if you've been working on a business or you've been working on an idea, and it has not been working, I want you to go back to the drawing board and figure out what's not working. Like where can you act better? Have you done trial and error? I literally did a whole trial and error because I literally told the girls that I work with that, hey guys, I'm not fucking with social media no more. I'm done with it. It's evil. I don't want to do social media no more. And guess what? My subscribers, my girls were putting out their best work, and we were just we had the same people reading it, our most loyal, our most consistent, and gaining new people, it wasn't happening. So guess what I had to do? I had to go back to the drawing board and be like, guess what? As much as I don't want to do social media, guess who ought to be doing social media? She heard me. Okay. Oh, this is the... Look, guys, this was my first try. It didn't work. I was like, I'm confused and don't make sense. All right, so next we're gonna pull. All right, so we got our angel cards, our law of attraction cards. Now, okay. so now we about to get into this Cleo deck. Even though I kind of feel like I know already, I honestly could just like stop right here. Like I can stop and be like, that's your message. Your message is this month is going to be all about getting support. And the card that flew off is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups under strength. I'm not taking it yet. My card's just flying out. Other card, Nine of Swords. So Six of Cups, Nine of Swords. Why you feel like some of y'all feel like y'all sneaking? Some of y'all feel like y'all don't really deserve what y'all got, and that y'all are like when success start happening for you, you feel like, oh, I'm getting away. You know, oh my God, like, are they gonna figure me out? Am I a fraud? Some of y'all got like imposter syndrome, and it's like, why? Like, why you don't believe that you that girl? Like, you got it. And you've been working so hard that you have it. Like, you don't have to keep feeling like you ain't got it. You got it. And the other thing that came out, and it was backwards, is the Knight of Staff. And this is for my trap people. Some of y'all feel like that it's impossible for you guys to travel. It's impossible for you guys to go out on a new adventure. It's impossible for you to be out here looking. You feel like, oh, I'm too old. It's over. It's done for me. It's not going to happen for me. My time has passed. No. Ask for support. Ask for help. If you want to do something, you curious about it, ask for help. Ask God, hey, that's what it's all about. Support, integrity. Hey, this is something I'm interested in. If you know somebody who do it, don't be afraid to ask. Hey, how you do that? Hey, how you get your stuff? I asked this girl. I was trying to do the thing on Instagram. I mean, on IG where they have like the gifts within it, and I had to just ask them like, hey, how you do that? And she told me. Ask for support. Ask for what you need to do. Don't be afraid of it. Okay, I am gonna pull one Cleo card under support. I'm just gonna pull one, and I actually just had three. Silly girl. Silly girl. It's okay. This is the first time. We moving together, guys. Ooh. So we got the Page of Cups upside down, which means some of y'all, instead of you guys receiving, because here we go again, you're not believing. Some of you guys don't believe. You don't believe that you can have a happily ever after. You don't believe that the things that you want don't also want you. Let me tell you, there is nothing that comes across your mind that you can't achieve. Because the fact that the moment that you put it in your mind and be like, oh, I think I want to do that, the universe is like, oh, really? What's up? If that's what you want to do, let's do it. But if you don't feel like you can, get this abundance, this fresh new start, then it's not going to happen. You have to feel like you can do it. You have to feel like you can live your best life. Your belief, you got to believe in yourself. You are responsible for the thoughts that you think. You are responsible. If you think that you're trapped, you're going to be trapped. And that's real. All right, God, under this enthusiasm. It's not thinking that we got it. It's not thinking it's too late. Not thinking the money gonna come. The money gonna come. Look at that. Two of coins. Two of coins with the infinity symbol. When I see this, I just think of it as you got to make a decision. No, actually, nope. No, it's not. It's not about making a decision. So this is the other thing. I'm not going to read the cards how you guys think it's an intuitive read. So that's what I was about to do. And God was just like, stop. This is you realizing that you are the creator of your stuff. This is you being like, okay, so this is what I have to do. This is me making that decision. Okay. All right, so I have to do social media. Guess what? 2 days into doing social media, I just got a new subscriber. The first subscriber that I had in months. Realizing that you are the creator. I'm responsible for what I think. If I go around thinking, oh, social media is evil, it's going to be evil. But if I look at it as a tool that can expand my business, expansiveness, then guess what's going to happen? Amazing things are going to happen. All right, give me one more card under this enthusiasm. One more card under this enthusiasm. No. Ace of Staffs. Believing. Do you believe that you can go on this new beginning? Do you believe it? Do you believe the Ace? So here it is. This is so beautiful. The 1 and the 2. The 1 and the 2. Under enthusiasm with the shortage of time and money. What it is saying is that it's in your mind. Do you believe that you can do you believe that you can start creating your own destiny? Do you believe that the moment that you say, I want this to happen, that the angels, God, the universe will not realign and make sure that happens? That's what this is about. That's what that's about. Beautiful. All right. Under expansiveness. What we got under expansiveness? We're responsible for how we thinking. It's all about the mind under expansiveness. With this green. And the low-key got his lotus flower. So it means sometimes we got to get out that darkness. And lotus flower is so beautiful because a lotus flower goes to the bottom of the pond every day. And two, I'm going to take these two that came on the floor. A lotus flower comes all the way from the bottom of the pond to the top of the lake to get this light, to sit there and bask in its glory. And then at the end of the day, it goes down, it closes up and it goes back down to the bottom of the lake. And I think that what God is trying to say is that sometimes it's okay to go down and think those deep thoughts. Like you can't, nothing's going to happen by ignoring your feelings. Like if you feel like I'm in a fucked up situation, okay, yes, acknowledge it. You're in a fucked up situation. But what can you do to get out of that situation? Because you just sitting there and being like, I'm in a fucked up situation. I'm in a fucked up situation. Have you ever read Who Moved My Cheese? If you're on YouTube, it's a free book on here. Go look at that. If you just sit here and keep saying to yourself over and over, this is fucked up, it's gonna be fucked up. 2 cards at the bottom. Ace of Cups. All these aces letting us know that here we go. Thank you, Spirit. Letting us know that the support is here. Spirit supports you. Like not even about like the financial support is going to come. The investors are going to come. That opportunity is going to come. That new job is going to come. All of that's going to come. But what God is saying right now is that I support you. I support you on making a change. I want you to make a change. I don't care what you did these last 10 years. I want you to know that if you make a decision right now, today, that you're going to go after whatever you want to do, if you want to leave your husband, I'm going to support you. You're not going to have to be under another man. You're not going to have to go to a place where you're not going to be safe with your kids. You're going to be taken care of because I support you. You're not trapped. I don't know who that was for, but that was for somebody. You're not trapped. You're not trapped. God supports you. But if you keep thinking, oh my God, this man gonna kill me. This man gonna kill me. He gone. You get out of there. You deserve better than that. Get out of that situation. And I know it's better said than done, but I don't know. Get out of that. God wants you to know. I'm getting emotional. He supports you. He loves you. But you gotta believe that you can do this. You gotta believe it. Whew. That was heavy. I don't know. Whew. Okay. All right. Under the expansiveness and knowing that we are responsible for our thoughts is the Ace of Cups, is knowing that when God gets, it's going to be overflowing. It's going to be overflowing. You got to think expands. You got to think expansive and know that it's going to be overflowing. The Ten of Cups, knowing, that means that, look at God. Come on. This is literally saying that you have to know that I'm going to start your cup. I'm going to at least give you a way out. And I'm not even going to just give you a way out. I'm going to guarantee you that in the end, you're going to be perfectly fine. You are going to be sitting back looking at your motherfucking earnings. You are going to be looking back, looking at his life, falling down the drains and being like, thank you, Jesus, I got out of that. Woo, I don't know who that's for. But God is, I don't know who that's for, but God wants you to get out that situation. He don't want you there. He don't want you there no more. You've been thinking, you keep going back and forth about it, and he's saying, just come out. You're safe. I support you. Just come out. Right. Next one, Rider Waite drapes the overall energy, plus that to clarify the contributing factors. All right. So actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pull 2 Rider Waites. Whew. Whew. That's heavy. That's really, really heavy. I really don't feel like I need any confirmation on any of this. I really feel like it's very clear what the message is. The message to me is that this I know that you're probably looking at this and being like, oh, it's bullshit, this whole new year, this new decade. But I'm telling you, you guys don't, if this is your first time coming across this, because you are from the Honestly Sis family, I love you to death. Thank you for being here, sis. I appreciate you guys. But if you are on the YT and you already know, like, this is some major energy, like this is the wheel of fortune. God is saying that this is the time, like you have the opportunity to set how you want the next 10 years to go. You can go from the 1 to the 10 is what he's trying to say. He's saying if you decide today, that this, I want to start over, I want to be new, he supports it. And he's going to make it happen. And you're not going to have to beg. You're not going to have to barter. You're not going to have to do anything without your integrity. Like, and honestly, I feel like that's what he was trying to get me to realize, that yes, you don't like Insta, you don't like IG, but it's certain things that you're judging people. You're judging people. Your belief, you're judging people because you think that they're doing this for a certain way. But the thing is, you don't know why nobody's doing anything. So cut that out. That's the first thing. The second thing is you don't have to do what everybody else do. You know what you're doing it for. You don't have to do it that way, but you can take this tool and use it for your best to your best ability. That's what it's about. I'm going to pull I'm going to pull 2 cards from the tarot, the Rider Waite tarot. I'm not going to clarify any of that because I feel like those messages was very, very clear. Like, very clear. Like, it was very clear that it's all in your mind. You got to believe that you can have these happy endings. You have to believe that you can get the support with integrity. Like, you don't have to be selling your body. Like, you ain't gotta do that. You're smart. You're the emperor. As the emperor look up at me. Literally, the emperor is looking up at me like, I know I got it. And that's guys down here at the bottom like, baby, I support you. I support you. Whatever you want to do. And I saw a 444. No lie. Ooh, support. A lot of y'all have been thinking about this. And it's funny that what I see this as is that God is saying that it's time for you to wake up. Yes, you thought about it, you planned, you plotted, you did all that, but it's time to wake up. It's time for you to realize that it's time to get this new cup. It's time to go from the 1 to the 10. You know that situation isn't working anymore for you. You know it's not where you're supposed to be. Work, friendships, you know they ain't where you're supposed to be no more. You know that these people they're not buying into your expansiveness. This person's not even helping you expand. You need to start looking at elsewhere to get your cups. Don't be afraid to pivot. 45. I'm gonna look that up. Too many cards, Spirit. Way too many cards. Let's try this one more time. Give me one last card to just wrap this all up in a bow. And also, God's so good. This is for support. God is like, you're not even, you are sitting here with your hands crossed, believing that I'm not going to do it because I ain't did it. You ain't seen me did it before. So why all of a sudden you going to do it now? And he like, look, I'm trying to give you this cup. I'm trying to give you this cup. Literally, and God, literally as I'm saying that, like I'm laughing at myself because God, I feel like God is also speaking to me, saying like, you've been thinking about doing this YouTube thing. You've been thinking about different ways to expand your business. You've been thinking about different ways to diversify and all of this stuff to support your community. And and he's just like, yes, I've been telling you over and over, and you had your arms crossed because you're like, I'm too busy. Take the cup from God. He literally is sitting back supporting whatever decision you want. God, what does this integrity got to do with it? Just tell me what the integrity got to do with all of this. And we out of here. And we are out of here. We are out of here. And I'm going to do some bonus thing at the end. I'm going to like in the reading for everybody, in the collective reading, and then I'm going to do a little multiple choice for everybody else. All right, God, just give me one card. Integrity. Literally one flew out. The Ace of Wands. Knowing that you got this new beginning. I don't know how many times Ace of Wands and Ace of Staffs, both of them popped out. Both. He's like, come on. Integrity. The integrity with the Ace of Staffs is knowing that thank you, God. That was so beautiful. The thing that came to me is that what God gives to you, nobody can take from you. That's what integrity said to me. Where you're headed, the choice that you're making right now is not an ego-based choice. If you found your way here, if you are resonating with anything that I'm saying right now, how you got here is you got here in your integrity. You're trying to be honest. You're trying to live a better life. You don't have to go back to being what you came from. You don't have to go back to chaos. Because what God gives to you, nobody can take from you. And that's the truth. All right. Beautiful. Oh my God. That reading was amazing. Thank you, God. And look at this. Right at the bottom. As I'm trying to put the deck up, the Hierophant. I'm going to pop back out one more time to just close out the reading and saying that all of this is the theme. This is the theme for this month. Do you believe that Spirit loves you? Do you believe that Spirit supports you? Do you believe that you can have it? It all starts in your belief. It all starts in your mind. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for all of that. That was beautiful. Last thing, and it looks like I am going to meet my mark. And then I'll just have this extra bonus, and it, it's for whoever else want to, keep going with me. Oh, hell, I'm so happy. First of all, y'all, I do tarot for myself all the time, so I didn't just jump out here. But sometimes I don't be I'll be like, what? This don't make sense, and I gotta look up stuff. But it just, the message is just so clear. Like, you just gotta. It's just the time. This is what this energy is all about. The energy is expansiveness. But you gotta have that strength, and you gotta believe that. You gotta be willing to walk away from that oldness. You gotta be willing to turn away from those triggers. Just like I said in the beginning, you gotta be willing to be like, okay, how can I do this differently? Like, what if everything I thought was wrong? Like, how can I do things differently? All right, God, just give us one thing. Give us some guidance to get us on up out of here, God. For the month of January, how can we be more authentic? How can we live in our truth? Give us our theme for this month of January. Maybe not a theme. Give us our guidance, our last guidance, God. This is directly from the horse's, well, not the horse's mouth, but how many cards came out? Let me see. It's a lot of cards came out, but if it's 4 cards, I'm going to keep them. So y'all see me. If it's 4 cards, I'm going to keep them. These just fell out. If it's not 4 cards, I'm taking them back. But if it's 4, I'm going to keep them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason why I said if it's 4 cards, 51, 51. The reason why I said if it's 4 cards, I'm gonna keep them because literally that was that's the bonus. I was gonna do one for each group for our each week. So under strength, we got Heaven Sent with 3333. Come through, Jesus, come through. Under enthusiasm, we got Spirals of Manifestation with card 18. And under expansiveness, we got the perfection of your life. Ooh. And the final card, the theme of this month in our final oracle reading is going to be follow your own rhythm. Do you believe that God wants this fresh beginning? Do you believe? Follow your own rhythm. And this woman has on a tutu, but she don't have nothing on her. I can see her titties. And you know what I get from it? She's dancing like no one is watching. And that is what God is saying, that you gotta go for this like nobody is watching. You can't be looking and wondering like, oh, are they gonna get it? Are they gonna understand? And guess what? Because if you don't make this decision, Pandora's gift. Hold on, that was at the bottom. Maybe not. But Pandora gift is at the bottom. So baby, oh God, okay, I was looking at that wrong. Okay. Once you follow your own rhythm, what's at the bottom is Pandora's gift, which means it's going to be a blessing. Which again is saying that God supports all of this. That's our overall thing. He supports you. God supports this change that you are trying to make. All right, follow your own rhythm. Y'all. I can't make this shit up. Card number 5. And I just want y'all to know I moved into a house. My number reduced to 5. I literally, before I moved in here, all I was seeing was 5, 5, 5s. Like, it just, what we got? 5. We had 5 keywords: support, strength, enthusiasm, expansiveness, and with integrity. Support, strength, enthusiasm with integrity. That's it right there. All right, let's read this final message and get on out of here. Thank you, God. Y'all, I was so nervous. I'm just like, do I got it? Do I not got it? Like, am I 55? And I just saw 55. Do I got it? Do I not got it? Is this gonna be crap? But it wasn't that bad. I hope you guys didn't think it was that bad. Please leave comments below to let me know, like, if this was helpful. If anything, you know, did any of these words like call out to you? Like, did they, you know, do you believe that you're heaven sent now? Do you believe that was the confirmation that you should go after this dream? Spirals and this. Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this. And what I'm getting is that, thank you, is that when you have enthusiasm about this new beginning, it's going to speed up. Like, that's when I'm telling you guys we're in a Wheel of Fortune year, is what I'm saying is, and that God supports it, is that the moment that you say, okay, this is the path that I'm going to take, then things are going to start happening very, very quickly. Very quickly. Pretty quickly. So don't be surprised, because what thing is, God is supporting it. I feel like, and I wasn't going to say it, but I guess whatever now, if you got this far in this video, this obviously was meant for you to hear it. But what I feel like I've been led to do this because there's a lot of people that are about to, that are awakening and that are about to start really living in their truth, because we're kind of moving out of this period where, you know, the illusions are gone and nobody has time for that bullshit anymore. And I feel like a lot of people are just going to need just some guidance on how to like really walk this out and really make these changes and not, and you know, and see people and know that it's not that big of a deal. So when I say drop your comments below, it's not because I'm like, I want to be popping, but drop your comments below so we can start building community and we can all know that, you know, we're in this together. Like, we're making changes. Like, I'm going to go back and listen to this video again because there was just stuff that was, you know, I don't know half the shit I was saying. So I may go back and get more information. But anyways, our final thought, follow your own rhythm. And it says, deep within you, you are moved by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. Come on, ancestors. It is the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. Okay, I'm not gonna do this for everything. I'm not gonna do this, but goddamn, it's some goddamn confirmation in here. Okay, let me start over. Sorry, God. I got excited. I'm sorry, God. I got excited. All right, here we go. Deep within you, you are motivated by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. It is the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. When there is something dying within, you sense it falling away, no longer needed. You sense when it is time to rest and be patiently in transition. You feel the stirring of an agitation and restlessness when new life calls you to create, to act, to step forward, and to take a risk. You know that you march to your own beat and that no one else can tell you what your inner rhythms are, and that you must trust in your own timing. I'm sorry, this is crazy. You cannot be rushed or forced, nor can you be held back when it is time to burst forward. Life celebrates and supports the natural rise and falls of your inner rhythm. This oracle brings you the special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. Trust in the life cycles within, and you will feel the perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. When it is time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel a natural slowing within and be drawn into contemplation in environments that are more gentle, spacious, or nourishing, and perhaps more peaceful. When the rhythm of play beats in your heart, you will reach out to others to connect, dance, converse, sing, make music, make love, and share your wildness. You will be drawn to uplifting groups and places where you will experience a positive energetic exchange. Your needs will be in harmony with your own rhythms. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. That, first of all, she didn't have to read us like this. Let me read this one more time. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythms. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. If you have also pulled the inner trust card or feel intuitively guided to read that message now, this oracle has the even stronger message for you that you must surrender your attachment to doing things the way others think that you should be. Hold on. You must surrender your attachment to doing things the way others think that they should be done, whether that be the hours that you sleep or the way you structure your day or your creative work. You must honor your time for rest and replenish, as well as your need for play. Sometimes an afternoon nap or a trip to the beach will do far more for you than slugging away when you are mentally depleted and in need of rest. Sometimes you need to work when the energy is flowing, even though others may say it is too much and you must stop now. You are an empowered individual, and you have the intelligence and wisdom to choose for yourself. Experiment with what works best for you and tailor your lifestyle so that it nurtures your best self into being. Y'all, come on. The confirmation. Literally, strength, enthusiasm, expansiveness, support, integrity, all up in there. Literally, all of those words was in this message. Y'all, I am outdone. So this is the other beautiful thing that comes with this is a healing process. I'm not only going to say this out loud, but I am also going to leave this in the description box below. So the healing process, say out loud, I now release any unhealthy attachment to the structures, routines, and belief systems of others that are preventing me from accessing and honoring my inner sacred rhythms. May I be assisted through unconditional love to know the truth of my own timing. I love myself enough to give myself rest when needed, to trust in my own timing and not feel forced or rushed. I believe in myself enough to take healthy, inspired risks and actions when the timing feels right. For me to do so, guys. So I'm sorry, I just got to stop this real quick. What God is trying to say right now is that you guys are going to be offered something, and it is going to be bigger than your wildest imagination, especially for you guys that have been working your ass off. You have been working your ass off and nothing has come from it. What is about to happen right now is that you are about to go from the 1 to the 10, like that. But what's going to happen is that you're going to doubt it. But God is telling you right now, do not doubt that. Don't doubt it. You have earned this motherfucking new beginning. Believe that. Believe that with everything in your being. If everything in here, if you have been as hype as I am and you got the chills reading this and you wanted to scream and throw your 11, 11, 11, bam. If you wanted to throw all of that up, know that this is your confirmation, that it's your time. It's your time. Now is your time. Don't wait. Now is your time. Just start moving. If you don't know what to do, and I'm going to read this, I'm going to read it one more time. I'm going to read the last paragraph so that you guys can get it. Remember, I'm going to leave this in the description box. if you do not know what to do and it feels way too overwhelming for you, or if you don't even, if you like, yeah, girl, yes, that sounds great, but sis, I don't have a dream. I don't have a passion. I don't know what I want to do. What I want you to do tonight or tomorrow, whatever, whenever you hear this, whenever you get the time or the money, you can go get a 99-cent notebook. But what I want you to do is go get you a notebook, and I want you to start journaling. I want you to start writing everything out. I want you to be honest about how you feel about your situation right now. Be as honest as possible. Get that shit out, because what needs to happen is you have to transmute that. And the best way to transmute that is through words. So if you are feeling shitty about your situation, go ahead and get it out. Put it down on a piece of paper. And at the end of that paper, I want you to say, after you get all that stuff out, I want you to say what you wish that you had. It can even sound unrealistic. I don't care. After that, I want you to put all of that down. And then the last thing I want you to do is say, God, what should I do next? What would you have me? If you're serious about it, ask. Say, God, I surrender. I know that I realize that I made a life that is not for me, and now I want to march to the beat up to my own drum. Please show me the first step that I should take. And if you get an idea, if anything crazy, if it says start taking it, I don't care what it is. If anything pops in your mind, or anything start coming to you over and over, or if you just get a certain interest in a certain thing, I want you to follow that, because that's spirit giving you what you asked for. Do you realize that this card right now, this is literally a hand coming out of a cloud. What spirit is saying is that the moment that you ask, I'm going to give it to you. Ask and you shall receive. So believe that. All right, let me just finish this up one more time. Whew. All right. I believe in myself enough to take healthy, inspired risks and action when the timing feels right to me. I trust in my inner rhythms. They are wise and helpful. Through unconditional love, so be it. You may now wish to stand up and close your eyes. Be aware of your own energy. What does it feel like now? What does your body want? Is it time to move, to curl up in a ball and rest, or is it to open your arms and dance around the room with joy? Perhaps you would like to give yourself a reassuring hug. Take a moment now to do what is needed for yourself based on your feelings. If this is easy for you, great. If this is hard for you to know what it is, if it is hard for you to know what it is you need, even more wonderful. This means you are open to learning something new about yourself. Hold on, let me just read this one more time. This means you are open to learning something new about loving yourself, and it will become easier with practice. That is a beautiful way to end this beautiful reading. I like to thank you guys. If you got all the way to the end, please tell me your biggest takeaway, or just say, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, just say end. I just want to know if you made it to the end. Guys, I'm going to take a picture of this and post it on our Honestly Sis IG page if you just wanted to see the images. I'm also going to do a quick summary of this in our monthly newsletter. Come join us over at the Honestly Sis fam. It's all about honest stories about life, love, and change. We're trying to make change over there. It's a team of 5 of us, and we're being honest about this journey of living our best life, like for real, trying to live our best life, not just the hashtag shit. So if you like this, I hope that you come back next month. If you don't, if you whatever, it doesn't matter, because guess what? I'm gonna keep doing them because God wants me to do them. I love you guys. The light in me honors and see the light in each and one of you. Namaste. Oh, before we leave, I just want to do a quick closing out. I just want you to know that from the bottom of my heart to yours, even I don't know you, if you don't know me, if this is our first time, I just want you to know that I support you, and that I may not know exactly what you're doing, but in my heart, I support you and I reach out to you. And I just want you to know that you are not alone, that you are not the first person to feel trapped. You are not the first person to make a change. But you may be the first person in your family to be strong enough to walk away from toxicity. It may not be easy. Going from the 1 to the 10 is not going to be easy, but it's going to be a hell of a ride, and it's going to be worth it. So I wish you guys the best luck of January. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to think big thoughts. Don't be afraid to dream big, and know that you can be who you are. You're going to do this with integrity. Know that. Know that that you're going to have the support is going to come. All right, one last closing out. One deep breath. Hope you have a great January. See you in February. Bye.